Clancy. Clancy here to go one-on-one with Bryce Donovan. What's been going on with him?
With Bryce Donovan.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
what
whoa, whoa.
is that?
What the hell?
What the?
It's Bryce Donovan.
He pulled up. He pulled up in the Honda.
We've seen this at Wrestling Open in Worcester at the White Eagle. No music, no nothing. He just parks his car, brings his gym bag to the ring, and he just gets in and what is going on with him?
I mean, this is starting to become commonplace with Bryce Donovan. This will be the third time we've seen him act in this manner, but I wouldn't recommend this type of attempt with someone of the caliber of Fancy Ryan Clancy. No disrespect to his previous opponents.
Well, here we go.
Now for the official introductions for this all-time Spencer match. Introducing first in the corner to my right from Long Beach, New York, weighing in at 220 pounds, Bryce Donovan. His opponent in the corner to my left from New York, weighing in at 212 pounds, Fancy Ryan Clancy.
Oh, come on! Bryce Donovan with a boot to Clancy.
Oh, goodness!
He just posted him, and he is down, and look at that, he goes to put his tape back on his wrist.
The whole ring shifted when Fancy Ryan Clancy hit that post.
Oh, if you need more time to put your stuff on, I guess you cheap shot the guy you're in there with.
Apparently, or you could, I don't know, just show up, go to the bat, oil up, put on your appropriate gear, and then your wrist tape like everybody else.
Well, he just decides to drive up to the venue before the match starts, walk right into the ring with his gym bag. It's just, I don't know what to make of this guy. I thought I knew him at some point.
Something broke in Bryce Donovan when the Shook Crew, the original Shook Crew's end came as per their contest against Brick City.
Here comes Bryce. And Clancy's fighting with one shoulder here. Oh, he just dropped him.
One shoulder and potentially no head after that massive clothesline almost took his cranium right off of his neck.
And Donovan absolutely decimating Clancy. And look at this anger in his face. Not a very emotional guy, but you can see it written on his face here. There is a coldness and emptiness to Bryce Donovan, and I wish somebody could talk to him and figure it out, because I don't know what's going on with him.
I mean, typically I'd be happy to converse with the young man, but he pulls up, he wrestles, and he leaves.
He gets right in his car and he leaves.
So there's no talking to him, and I don't know even if someone did, if you're gonna get to him. And even if you could, I don't know if the anonymous benefactor is gonna allow it.
Well, he is just staring a hole through everyone here. Just soulless, lifeless eyes from Bryce Donovan. But we've seen Clancy in there with some tough people. So we know Clancy isn't gonna back down.
Yeah, no, that's just not how Fancy Ryan Clancy is built. And good on Fancy for even surviving as long as he has against Bryce Donovan, because his last two contests came and went in a minute. And right now, Bryce Donovan, powerbomb setup, and absolutely creams Fancy Ryan Clancy.
And an aggressive scream from Bryce Donovan here, as he is just laying down heavy shots.
Big shots. And right now, bouncing his head off of the green mat, not the right thing to do. And as you mentioned before, not an ounce of emotion coming out of the spirit, nor soul, nor face of Bryce Donovan.
As Donovan pointing over towards some fans here, as his emotion or scary lack thereof for most part is just, it's indescribable to see up close.
It's a strange, dark aura akin to the saddest, most broken, painful soul that you could ever encounter.
Runs into the boot, does Donovan. Clancy here stumbling around, but able to get that foot up. Here comes Clancy. Sending Donovan crashing down. And now Clancy has a little bit of hope, and he's going right after him.
And that cement on the outside. Bryce Donovan getting slammed out there. And Fancy Ryan Clancy did what he had to do, get his wherewithal, and now placing offense down on Bryce Donovan on the outside. Don't forget, this is a Falls Counts Anywhere match.
Falls Count Anywhere as Donovan over here near us. As he bounces his head off the table. As they are right here, and they're going to the outside.
Listen, I got hit enough tonight. I'm good. I've had my fill.
As they are fighting out here in Spencer at the food festival. You can see it, and I don't know what we're going to be able to see as they're going around. And in the interest of transparency, our monitor only has a shot of the ring. So if we don't catch something, I apologize ahead of time, but we're going to try to make heads or yeah, there's no way we're going to be able to keep up with any of this.
Yeah, no, they're making their way very far. See Bryce Donovan following Fancy Ryan Clancy, who's walking all the way out into the fairgrounds. Big shot to the gut, followed by a shot to the top of the back. And now we have a trash can.
He's got a barrel over his head. As they are fighting all over, they're heading practically toward the main entrance.
They're close to that spot where I got the ribs. And right now going all the way over to the tables on the outside.
He's right on the table now.
Going for big punches right to the top of the face of Bryce Donovan. Clubbing blows.
As they are slugging it out here. As Clancy on top with that big roundhouse. As if this is what Bryce wanted, this is what's gonna happen.
Right now, and everyone that was with us here at Wrestling Open just made their way to follow Fancy Ryan Clancy and Bryce Donovan. Big double axe handle on the outside from the table.
Hits the double axe handle, and for Clancy, this started out as nothing more than a match against somebody he didn't really remember having much interaction with, but now this got very serious very quickly.
And this version of Bryce Donovan, so dangerous. And this is the longest contest that he's had since his return to Wrestling Open, since driving in a no-body slam!
Oh, he slammed him down as Bryce Donovan continues to be cold, calculated, and more vicious than ever.
Bryce Donovan really just, this kind of contest, this Falls Count Anywhere contest is the perfect environment for what Bryce Donovan has been as of late, for what he's displayed as of late, and what he's been about with relation to Wrestling Open.
As they are all over the place here, they might end up on the street.
Yeah, they're making their way pretty far down. People are trying to enjoy plates of Polish food and ribs, various drinks of different sorts. Food judges are on display, now focusing on this instead of judging the food.
And you're right, people are just here trying to have a good time, eat their food, and they might have Bryce Donovan or Ryan Clancy in their lap.
Well, I hope the anonymous sponsor is having a good time.
Oh, I'm sure he's loving this. How much did he pay to make this Falls Count Anywhere?
I'd have to. We're going to have to speak to Wrestling Open officials, find out what that was. But violence continues to ensue on the outside, far away from the ring, far away from our current position.
Clancy with a right hand there. He is fighting back here. Bryce is such a maniac, but Clancy has been in some tough battles, as you know. You've seen them here at Wrestling Open.
I've seen him in person, him versus Tyree Taylor, and an awesome contest. I welcome people to go back and view it, but Fancy Ryan Clancy, I mean, he could go by tough Fancy Clancy as far as I'm concerned. He knows what he's doing out there, and he's battle-tested.
Yeah, now Bryce is running, well, at least trying to run away, it seems like, but Clancy is right on his tail as they're making their way back toward us.
And now Fancy Ryan Clancy choking Bryce Donovan with his own shirt.
As now trying to suck the life out of him. But Bryce, that's the thing about Bryce that people don't know. He is deceptively large. He's a big human being, so when you get up close with him and you're trying to slug it out with him, he can just muscle you out of the way.
Yeah, it's not a great decision. I've had contests against Bryce Donovan. The reach is insane, his size, his strength, and his patience more than anything inside the ring. It's hard to read him, and we've seen that more than ever now since his return at Wrestling Open.
Here comes Clancy with a right hand. Just absolutely slugging away at Bryce over here. As I thought they were making their way back here, but now they're heading to the other side of the festival.
I think they're heading over to where the Polish food was over there in the Italian truck.
As they continue to fight on here, there are people who are just minding their business, and now they're looking on to this slugfest out here.
Well, they seem to be enjoying the show, if nothing else.
I mean, wouldn't you if you were out here? If you saw a couple of guys fighting, it'd be interesting at least.
Yeah, man, I'm having me a little drinky drink, enjoying myself some ribs, some brisket.
As they continue to go at it here. The mysterious benefactor. I want to know who this is because this is leading into this match as they now are making their way. They're heading back toward here.
And the violence coming back to our side of the world.
As they're making a beeline right toward us. We might get involved in this again.
I'd rather not. I took enough of a beating tonight.
There's a right hand from Clancy as they fought all along the festival here. As they have made their way back in here and maybe some semblance of order will go on. Maybe not.
I'm unsure, but everyone's returning back. And it's just, we're hearing from the fans as they enter that everything was crazy on the outside.
As Bryce and Clancy fighting it out on the floor now. As what does he have in his bag there?
All right, where's Bryce going? He's going back to his car.
Oh, God almighty, come on.
Back to his vehicle.
As he goes toward his car, but thank God Clancy's up. Slamming him head first, and no words could do justice to what we just saw.
Sounds like New York on a Wednesday night. Horns blaring.
As Clancy making Bryce pay. Oh, right into the post. Clancy slams off of it.
Bowled into the unforgiving metal of that steel post.
Has him by the throat.
Goozled!
Choke slam on the apron as Bryce Donovan just cold, soulless, and maybe lacks a conscience altogether.
Yeah, no, something has broken in this man, as I stated. And what released out of that egg, the yolk of violence and pain. And a black hole slam!
Black hole slam. That is a wrap. Clancy gets the shoulder up at 2. Bryce Donovan has to look within himself and realize since returning to Wrestling Open, he is yet to be tested. And this was more than just a test. This was a wild brawl, but Clancy still has a lot left.
Yeah, you're taking on the former #1 contender and Fancy Ryan Clancy. Quality competitor. Many people say that he should be the champion to this day. Fancy Ryan Clancy is at near the top of the mountain at all times when it comes to Wrestling Open. He is a tough challenge, a big hurdle.
And since being on the, well, I don't know if you can call it on the shelf, he quit. It looks like Bryce has gotten himself into even better shape since returning. Oh, he's gonna try to land that punch that he landed the other night on Eric Cha-Cha. And he nailed it, and Clancy may not have a lot left. Oh,
You're not gonna beat Clancy like that, are you?
no. There's no way you beat somebody like Ryan Clancy like that.
I must say, it would make a huge statement if he could.
Well, Bryce Donovan looking down at Ryan Clancy here. As he is mocking Ryan Clancy. Has him by the throat. Ducks the clothesline. Goes for that drop kick, he missed. And if he had hit that, it would have been over.
Going for the black hole again, but no crucifix.
Out at 2 as Clancy moving out of the way. There's the European uppercut. Hits the body slam. There's a senton. Shoulder up. Bryce Donovan hanging on here against Clancy, as this has been a wild one in Spencer.
Yeah, got us both right up on our feet. And fancy Ryan Clancy doing the right thing at this point in the contest, using that senton to drive air out of Bryce.
He's gonna go up top. Bryce is slowly stirring. He doesn't know where Clancy is. Oh, has him by the throat.
Not another choke slam.
There's a reversal and a sleeper hold. He's got the sleeper cinched in.
Nice, tight, old school sleeper, but not enough.
Has it in again. And this time, Clancy's the one who could be going out, as he is trying to fight for his life here.
Grapevining fancy Ryan Clancy, using those legs so that Clancy cannot escape. And right now, he might be going night-night. Might be it.
No, hanging on here. Clancy's hanging on here. He's slowly getting up. He's fighting back. Rolls through. Almost got the pin.
You see his face is purple, but he's still fighting out.
Gonna try that side Russian leg sweep.
We've seen him win with this so many times. Oh no, Talakawa!
Almost took the ref out. Oh, he kicked him low. He kicked him low. Not like this.
Ah, disgusting.
Big choke slam.
That's just wrong. Oh goodness.
Bryce is your winner.
Bryce Donovan.
He needed a low blow and falls count anywhere rules to do it, but Bryce Donovan picks up the win here against Ryan Clancy in our main event. And now here we go. He's gonna take his sweet time, taking his wrist tape off, taking his boots off, and driving back home to New York. He just threw wrist tape at a little kid.
Yeah, just had a child. Good on the kid for throwing it back.
As now he's gonna, I want to have I want somebody to have a conversation with him. I'm sure he won't talk to me. Maybe he'll talk to you.
Listen, I'm not volunteering for this one. I have plenty on my plate lately.
As Bryce Donovan, complete disrespect shown to fancy Ryan Clancy as he picks up the win and continues this just odd ritual, I guess, of coming in and coming out and just coming and going. It's just
Zipping off.
as Bryce Donovan going to drive back home to Long Island after that.
Well, it's a long drive. He'll have time to think about what he's done.
Yeah, as Bryce Donovan heading back home. Well, folks. Wait. Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Clancy isn't done.
Bryce Donovan was getting ready to leave, and Fancy Ryan Clancy making the decision. He's not done with him yet.
No, Clancy's not done. The match might be over.
The match is over. Don't let it get confused. Wow!
Clancy hits the drop kick, and he's gonna send Bryce Donovan back home to Long Island with something to think about.
And a drop kick to the side of the head. Good on you, Fancy Ryan Clancy.
Well, folks, thank you for joining us here in Spencer. What a wild main event. We will see you at the White Eagle every Thursday forever.
Woo. Amen.
Workout.